Hello students, how are you all? So we are going to start with polymerization. Actually we are learning alkenes in hydrocarbons. So in that polymerization of alkenes, alkene means double bonded compound. Usually what is polymer? Large compound or large sized molecule only called polymer. So how will you prepare the polymer? From large number of smaller molecule on combination will give larger molecule. So from smaller molecule to larger molecule formation only called polymerization. So we will take excess amount or large number of smaller molecules under the combination. We will prepare single large molecule that is called polymer. This process is called polymerization. It will take place under high temperature and also with pressure. So smaller molecules under high temperature and pressure becoming larger molecule. This process is called polymerization. So we will see some example. Ethene CH2 double bond CH2. How much number of ethane? 2. 2 moles of ethane in the presence of red hot iron tube. Iron tube with red hotness. And also the temperature we have to maintain 873 Kelvin temperature. Now we will get polymer of ethene, that is polyethene CH2. The chain both sides increases. How many times it will increase? How much amount we have taken in the reactant side. So the CH2 group continuously it will continue. But we may not have clear idea, sir. What is this? Simply you have extended this product. Listen. Now you take 2 moles of ethane, CH2 double bond CH2. Instead of taking 2 times, I am going to write 2 times. I didn't mention 2. I am going to write 2 times separately. Now what will happen? This bond will form new bond between these 2 carbon. This bond will connect. Is there any other compound coming? So one of the double bond makes double bond between the 2 ethene compound. Simultaneously, all the double bonds will create another new bond with upcoming ethane. So now what will happen? CH2 single bond CH2, there is new bond CH2 CH2. Now the bond is extending. Any number of ethane comes, no problem. Like this mechanism will carry it out. So here also any other new compound will come. So both sides we can extend like this. So that is only called polyethylene. We will call it polyethylene. Polyethylene, polyethylene, both are same. So how much number you taking? That number will be repeated in the polymers. If you take 5, 5 number will come. 10, 10 numbers will come. Right. Let us see another one example. Propene CH3 CH double bond CH2. 1 propene or prop 1 ene. How much number? N numbers. What are the condition? Same red hot iron tube with 8 ditto 873 Kelvin. Now what will happen? The CS3 will not involve in the reaction because which is not having any double bond. So double bond only involving or extending the molecule. So how you can rewrite this compound? Propene we can write like this. Now what will happen? This bond will break and forming new bond with adjacent propene. So CH, single bond, CH2. Here we have branch CH3. What will happen if you take 2 propene, another one propene will come, CH, CH2, CH3. Now there is a new bond. So same way, continuously both sides it will increase its length. So this is preparation of polypropene. Then we can take styrene. If you substitute the place of methyl group C6H5, phenyl group C6H5. See, CH3 means propane. Now phenyl group in this branch means becoming styrene. So styrene on polymerization with free radical mechanism, not with iron, red hot iron tube. Here free radical mechanism is undergoing. So what happened? The styrene will repeat. Sir, in the book they are given only CH, C6H5, CH2 is continuing n time. That is also correct. That means what? N times this group will repeat in this molecule. Here we have written 2 times. Both are same. If you take 2 times, we will get 2 times repeated polymer. If you take n times, we will get n times repeated polymer. Okay. So we can prepare the polymerization many types of plastics. Okay. Because of that extensive uses of plastics, we need to fill in the lands. We are making the pollution in the land. So we have to avoid the pollution. For that, we can classify the plastic into according to their recycling nature. So we are classifying the plastics into recycling. That means we are sorting the plastics into recycling process. So we are giving their, according to the nature of recycling, we are giving the code as well as number. Based on this, we can reuse the plastics. Let us see some types of codes and their recycling numbers. Listen, which one having the low number? That is easy to recycle. So recycling plastic is very important. We know that. So we have to follow. How we can follow? We have to know what type of recycle we can do. So which one having low number, that can be easily recyclable, right? So first, number 1, PET. PET, this is comes under number 1. See, usually we can see this like symbol with some number. Okay, so this is only recycling symbol. You have to note out this number. Which one having low number, they are only easily recyclable. So PET means polyethylene terephthalate. Usually we can see soft drinks bottles and then jar, vegetable oil bottles, all are made up of this polyethylene terephthalate. Next one is HDPE, which have number 2, high density polyethylene. What's the expansion of HDPE? High density polyethylene. Milk, water and juice containers are made up of this HDPE. Then well known PVC carries number 3, recycling number 3. So polyvinyl chloride, expansion of PVC is polyvinyl chloride. Shampoo bottles, plastic pipes, we can made it. Then CDPE, which carries number 4, low density polyethylene. Sandwich bags, grocery bags are made up of CDPE. Then PP carries number 5, What's the expansion of PP? Polypropylene. Straws, diapers, dyes are made up of PP. Then PC, polystyrene. We have prepared polystyrene, it carries 6. Polystyrene used to prepare disposable utensils, foam cups. Then other than this all are carries number 7, which is least recyclable compounds. Various flexible items by using multi-layer plastics. Okay. Now we can see uses of alkenes. Actually, which is used in industry for the preparation of other compounds like alcohols, plastics, and also detergents and fuels. Then just now we have seen polymerization. We can prepare many plastics like PVC, sarans, and then polyethylene. All like polymers we can prepare by using ethene. Particularly we are saying not only all the alkene, only particularly ethene we are learning. Then by using this polyethylene, all the polymers, we can prepare floor tiles, shoes, soles, then synthetic fiber, particular raincoats. See, by using ethane, we can prepare raincoats. So we have finished the alkenes. Let us start then another branch of hydrocarbon, alkynes. So alkynes means there is a triple bond between carbon-carbon. So between two carbon, at least one triple bond present in a compound, we can say that is alkynes. General molecular formula for alkyne is CnH2n minus N. The least number alkyne is acetylene, CH triple bond CH. This is also called ethyne. General name, common name acetylene. IUPAC's name ethyne. See, oxyacetylene, torch used in welding. One of the important uses, oxyacetylene torch used in welding purpose. Let us see some alkyne compound with their IUPAC name. CH3, C triple bond CH, 3 carbon, so propyne. How will you write its line structure? Each carbon one bend, 1, 2, 3, 3 carbon. Okay. Now second and third, only 3 carbon, 1, 2, 3. Third, second and third we have triple bond. So like this you have to write. Then butane. Butane. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So between 3 and 4 we have triple bond. Okay. In case I have branch, sir, how will you write? Here I have one more branch, CH3. Now, how will you name? What's the structure? Second carbon we have one branch. Then 1, 2, 3. 3 methyl, because triple bond carries the functional group character. So 1, 2. We have to give the least number for functional group. So 3 methyl. Totally 4 carbon in the parent chain, butane. Okay. Preparations of alkynes. What are the preparations of alkynes? It is also one type of unsaturated compound. So unsaturated compound means usually it will undergo addition reaction. But here we are going to do vicinal halides, dihalide to alkynes we are going to prepare. So the first preparation of alkyne from alkenes. Alkenes to alkynes. So we can take ethene, CH2 double bond CH2 with Br2. What will happen? One bromine in the first carbon, second bromine in the another carbon. So what will happen? This double bond becoming single bond. It will produce 1,2 dibromo ethane, CH2Br, CH2Br. 1,2 dibromo ethane is formed. If you use alcoholic KOH, it will remove hydrogen halide. Just diagonally you have to remove one of the hydrogen from this carbon is combining with this bromine. It will go as a HBr, minus HBr. So the next product is from 2 hydrogen we have removed 1 hydrogen. So only 1 hydrogen which is connected with bromine. So here Br is removed. So in between we have to create double bond. How sir the double bond is produced? This bond we can migrate here because Br removed in the first carbon, hydrogen removed in the second carbon. Both carbon one valence is missing. So in between we have to form double bond, right? Still we didn't prepare alkyne. So further we can add alcoholic KOH. Now you remove Br with one of hydrogen of another carbon. Now triple bond will form. CH, Br is removed from 2 hydrogen, 1 hydrogen is removed. So in between we have triple bond. So from alkene to alkyne we have prepared. This is ethene. Now we have prepared ethine. Double bond compound to triple bond compound. So actually in between we had vicinal dihalide. What do you mean vicinal dihalide? Halogen atoms are present in adjacent carbon. See, first carbon having halogen, next carbon also having halogen. So that is called vicinal dihalide. So from vicinal dihalide we have removed hydrogen halide. Dehalogenation takes place. Next preparation, from gem dihalide we can prepare alkyne from gem dihalide. What do you mean gem dihalide? We know Gemini means twins, double, okay, twins. So from that word we can take gem. Gem means 2 halogen atom in the same carbon. What do you mean gem dihalide? 2 halogen atom in same carbon atom. CH3, CH2. This carbon having 2 halogen atom. One side we have hydrogen. Okay. Now what will happen? Alcoholic KOH. If you add alcoholic KOH, usually hydrogen halide will go. So one of the halogen is combined with nearby hydrogen. Usually we can say this alpha carbon. Functional group attached carbon is called alpha carbon. Nearby we can say beta carbon. So alpha carbon chlorine combined with beta carbon hydrogen. It will remove minus HCl. Now double bond will form between these 2 carbon. The next product is CH3, CH double bond CClH. Now again you can add alcoholic KOH. Then Cl with one more hydrogen in the beta carbon is removed. Now triple bond will form between the carbon. So we have prepared alkyne. So the second type, in the second category, the alcoholic KOH we can use are soda amide, like NaBr also we can use. NaBr or alcoholic KOH we can use. Then Wolff electrolytic reduction. Already we have seen in the alkane also we have prepared alkane by using Wolff electrolytic reduction. Now alkynes also we can prepare from Goltz's electrolytic reduction. What do you mean? Electrolysis, we will use anode, cathode, current. We will get some chemical reaction, that is only called electrolysis process. So in the goal of electrolytic reduction, we are going to take unsaturated dicarboxylic acid, salt of unsaturated dicarboxylic acid. First, let us write what is dicarboxylic acid. CH2COOH, CH2COH. Two carboxylic acid in the same compound, we can say dicarboxylic acid. If you remove each one carbon, one hydrogen, if you remove, we can make double bond. So unsaturated dicarboxylic acid. Now, if you remove the hydrogen, we can add potassium. This is called salt of potassium, salt of unsaturated dicarboxylic acid. First I have written dicarboxylic acid, then unsaturated dicarboxylic acid, finally potassium, salt of unsaturated dicarboxylic acid. Actually here we have written malic acid structure. So malate, potassium malate. Malic acid. Okay, right. On electrolysis, what will happen? Both cation will be removed. So we will get first as a ions. Now, that electrolysis process further continued means what will happen? That CO2, carbon dioxide gas with 2 electrons will go out. So we will get expected triple bonded compound. We will get 2 moles of electron as well as carbon dioxide. We have prepared alkynes, acetylene in this preparation. Then industrial preparation of ethane. How you prepare ethane? Ethane is nothing but acetylene from industrial process. Here we have to take calcium carbide. What is the molecular formula for calcium carbide? Usually CaC2 is the molecular formula for calcium carbide. How will you write the structure? Calcium with C triple bond C. This is structure of calcium carbide. On hydrolysis with 2 moles of water. If you hydrolysis means it will produce acetylene, alkyne will form. How will you form the acetylene? Listen, there is a 4 hydrogen. We can write 2 hydrogen separately, then 2 OH group separately. Because one water molecule will give 1 H plus 1 OH minus. Now 2 water molecules taken, so 2 H plus 2 OH minus will form. So from this 1 hydrogen we can add in the first carbon, another hydrogen we can add in the second carbon. This 2 OH group we can add with calcium. So calcium hydroxide will form, CH triple bond CH, acetylene will form. CaOH twice. What's the molecular formula for calcium hydroxide? CaOH twice. Then how will you prepare calcium carbide? Usually we need calcium carbide for this acetylene preparation. Now we will see how to prepare calcium carbide. Calcium oxide with coke. Carbon is treated 3273 Kelvin temperature. Now it will form calcium carbide and carbon monoxide. So physical properties of alkyne. First 3 members of alkynes are gas in state. Next 8 members. Next to the 3, remaining 8 members are liquid state. All the remaining alkynes are solid in their physical state. And then they are all the alkynes odorless. Odorless means there is no smell, and also colorless. But there is a exceptional, this acetylene alone having garlic odor. This is important one mark, garlic odor. Except acetylene, all the alkynes are odorless compound. They are slightly soluble in water. Alkynes are slightly soluble in water, but readily soluble in benzene, acetone, ethyl alcohol like organic solvents. Let us see some chemical properties of alkynes. The first chemical property, acidic nature of alkyne. See, acidic nature means what? It will produce H+. It will donate H+ means we can say acidic nature. See, alkane, carbon having sp3 hybridization. Alkene, carbon having sp2 hybridization. Alkynes, carbon having sp hybridization. If you see the S character, here S character only 25%, here S character 33%, but here S character 50%. Because of this nature, alkynes can easily donate the H+. So when the base compounds are approaching the acetylene or like alkynes, it will donate the H+. We can say they are acidic in nature. But there is a condition, only the hydrogen of alkyne in the terminal carbon. In case you can say triple bond present in the middle, how you say that is acidic character? CH3, triple bond C. This acetylene alkyne will not give any proton. That means it will not act as a acidic nature. Why? The triple bonded carbon does not have any hydrogen. So the compound having terminal hydrogen means it will give proton. It will act as a acidic character. Let us treat with silver nitrate and ammonium hydroxide. CH3, CH2, C triple bond CH. Butane react with silver nitrate AgNO3 and ammonium hydroxide. What will happen? Ammonium nitrate will go out, hydrogen OH will go as a water, so you can substitute silver. CH3, CH2, C triple bond C, silver. So we can say H+ is donated, which is having acidic character. This product name is silver butenide. Then we can take another reagent, cuprous chloride, Cu2Cl2. Here we can add some amount of ammonium hydroxide, NH4OH. Here also 2 moles we have to take it for balancing purpose. Cuprous chloride if you use, you must take 2 times. Now what are the things will go out? This ammonium chloride will go out, 2 hydrogen, 2 OH will go as a 2 moles of water. Then you can substitute 2 copper. So 2CH3, CH2, C triple bond C, Cu plus NH4Cl, 2 moles of water. So like we can remove all the acid hydrogen, but if you take one butane, if you take, it will act as a acidic character, but 2 butane if you take, it will not give any proton. To save AgNO3, ammonium hydroxide, if you use, no reaction we can get. So the reaction will not proceed.